other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Now the roof. 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 25, check 25, check 22, check cover. 22.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Let's go,
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, check, check. He's
To throw, Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 21, 21.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here we go, here we go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And Tate's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, Barber. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and
Let's go!
10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett, that's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check 3. Under 10.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Brissett's pass, intended for Mark Andrews, incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
Here we go. 180. Mike, 58. Right.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
65. Bravo.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 23 yards, the final tally. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. On 2nd and goal. Garoppolo, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So don't say nothing. Tighten up. Shift.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Brissett under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Go. Whip. Check three. Jack Rabbit.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a toss play to Eckler. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. 52. Let's go, D. Let's go. Shoot. 66. Run it. Half.
Here's Brissett. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on second and long. Brissett. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Watch twits.
Again, it's Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here we go. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and in. Incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's caught by Smith. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Alert 3.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check. Fresno.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three buzz.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's third and long for Brissett. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Garoppolo now into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Brissett looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Garoppolo now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Now pass complete here to Sanders. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Here we go.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
Check. 11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Check your hot read.
Hey, watch set. Check, Mike.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
You ain't doing one, Omaha. You ain't doing nothing today.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brissett now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brissett to throw on first. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Check 13.
Creep, watch him. Safety's creeping. Delta. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Don't get nervous.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
White. Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
57's the mic.
Buzz.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 57, Mike, 57.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Mike 22, Mike 25.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Here's Brissett. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Say.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hatchet.
Again, it's Brissett. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check curls. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run it here. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this one complete to Smith. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Let's go, D.
12.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Giants 45, Buccaneers 33.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Slam. Let's go. On the ball.
Brissett on first down. Being chased out left. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll throw again. Brissett to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Today's final score, Giants 45, Buccaneers 33.